about? What about, nah? What about you? What about, nah? What about you? What about him? What about her? What about this? Y'all let it blur. Point another finger, hide another flaw. Everybody playing lawyer, nobody know the law. What about yesterday? What about your receipts? Funny how accountability always got retreat. Everybody got a megaphone, nobody got mirrors. Everybody want the verdict, nobody want the jurors. You don't want the truth, you just want another shield. You don't want discussion, you just don't want to yield. What about always another route? Never the front door, never the real score. Everybody pointing sideways, nobody looking inward anymore. What about politics? What about religion? What about statistics? What about your opinion? Every conversation turn into a smoke grenade. Throw enough distractions, now the issue fade. Truth don't need gymnastics. Truth don't need a team. Funny how the loudest voice is always splitting at the seams. You can win the argument and lose the whole plot. Spend your whole life proving points, forget what you forgot. If everything's comparison, nothing gets repaired. What about a person standing in your shoes? Hardest case you'll ever argue is the one you always lose. I ain't saying I'm above it, hell I do it too. Difference is I catch myself before I call it true. Every what about just another exit sign. Every honest answer need a little spine. Quit building bigger mirrors for the crowd to hide behind. Build a better window, maybe you'll finally like the view. What about nothing? Handle yours, mic drop.